Hey everybody, I want to do a quick follow-up video to a review I did 4 months ago. This has been a long, they had a long ICO, but it's for Bizshake. This is one of the first videos I ever did for the review form. I'll put a link to that. It's a really in-depth, it's like 25 minutes long, but it's a person-to-person pawning and renting platform. It's being released on the Neo blockchain. It's very interesting. It's really cool. The reason I want to do a follow-up is because they have an alpha version out. They're about to launch. But I'll show you that real quick. Basically, there's two different parts. Like I said, there's the pawning and then the renting. Pawning, if you wanted to pawn something, then you would put it onto the platform, how much you wanted to get as a loan, what interest rate you wanted to pay, and then another person could take that loan. They would loan you the money. Well, you would have to. It would all be done on smart contracts. You would send the the item to the person. You would get the loan, and then you would have to pay back the loan with the interest. As soon as you did that, then they would send back the item. Once you approve that the item was fine, and then the smart contract will release your money to the person that loaned it to you. Everyone's happy. If everyone wasn't happy on that deal, if you got it back and it was scratched or something was wrong, or if you never got it back, you could initiate a smart dispute, which then you would go for like a board. I believe there's two boards made up of people on the ecosystem, which have really high ratings. And one cool thing about this is, let's say you pawn a watch and you get it back and it's scratched. Your watch is still fine. It's just not the same condition where you sent it in. You don't want to give the watch up, but it's not fair that it's not in the same condition. So the board for the smart dispute can actually award you like a percentage of the value. So you get like 10% back because you had the scratch. So it's pretty cool. It's not like a black and white cut and dry thing where the person would get the watch. So that's how the smart dispute works. There's a thing called smart certify, where if someone was an expert, say they worked for Rolex or wherever, then they could certify before you loan the money for the watch that the watch was indeed what the person was saying that it was. So you're not loaning money on something that's not, what it's presented as. That's a smart pawn. Then there's the rent, which is really cool. I like this because there's so many things that you're going to use, especially in this day and age of technology. There's things that you might need for a project or something that you're going to do, but you use it like once or twice, maybe 3 times. And then you don't use it, or by the time you need to use it again, it's out of date. If you want to get a camera or a drone or something, along those lines, you're going to spend a ton of money and you'll use it for whatever you need to use it for, but then it gets put up and you don't use it. You could have spent $1,000 on a drone with a camera 5 years ago, and now, your 720p camera on your $1,000 drone it's not good enough anymore. So with the smart rent, once again, you got the smart certify, where someone certifies that it's exactly what they're presenting it as, and then you can pay to rent it. You rent the item, you send it back. If they get it back and it's once again, you didn't break it, there's no scratches on it, whatever, then the money gets released, everything's good to go. So I think it's a really a really cool idea and a really cool project. Like I said, it's one of the first things I reviewed. The website is so in depth. Not your financial advisor. It's not financial advice. Always do your own research. Head over to the website, check it out. Everything is so detailed and laid out. It's like I said, this is one of the first reviews I ever did. Really spoiled me. Just thought, hey, everything's going to be like this. They're not. It goes over the smart dispute, smart certify, smart identify. That's it's an AI that would so you know that you're once again you know that you're dealing with the right person, but everything's encrypted. So what Bizshake is going to be is they're kind of like the Airbnb or the Uber. They're the trust bridge between the two people. So the two people don't know any of each other's personal information, but Uber is, the one that guarantees this is going to be a person that, is not going to try to kill you. When they pick you up, it's, they work for us. And, then also that person knows this person has, gone onto our app. They've submitted their information. We have their credit card. You're going to get paid. The thing is, with most of those, those things were really revolutionary when they came out and took the power out of corporations who had the asset and then rented it or brought the asset to the people, where it put people in, peer to peer, people to people, people's assets, giving, renting to the other person or interacting, but they take a huge chunk out of it, which, rightfully so, because they are creating that trust bridge. But the smart identify, smart certify, all that, this is really a true person-to-person asset interaction. It is really cool. Really low fees, decentralized, easy to use, multi-platform. The team, they got their LinkedIn's. Like I said, everything's laid out really, really well in this in the website. And I did the review months ago. They actually have addresses and phone numbers on their page, which you never find that. And you can join their Telegram. I'll go over. They had, like I said, they had this alpha out. You can click if you want to rent or if you want to pawn. If you want to pawn, you click on that, and then you'd put in what you want to, the interest rate you want to pay. If you want to loan, how much you're willing to loan someone, what the interest rate is, so on and so forth. And then it has offers of people that are wanting to pawn stuff. And you go back. I think this other page had the stuff for rent. Like here's a guitar. The value is $2,500 guitar. If you want to buy a Fender Stratocaster, it's $2,500, but you can rent it for $50 a day if you wanted to. If you just wanted to play a Fender Stratocaster, you could do that for $50, which is pretty cool. Or if you wanted to rent an apartment in Ibiza, it's $5,000 a day. It's a $175,000 house. It looks pretty sweet. So that's the alpha. Like I said, head over to their website, check it out, do your research. I'm going to put a link to my long review in the description. If you have any questions or comments, I appreciate it if you put them down below the video, and I will get back with you. Or you can hit them up on Telegram and ask them there. Thanks for all the comments and the views. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Kick it!